just opened. Like, I haven't tried it yet. And you've tried it and you don't have a very nice opinion. You might say, well, if you ask me, it's way too expensive.
If you ask me.
So it's kind of just softening your speech here. It's being a little bit more polite than just saying, oh, it's way too expensive. I mean, you're still saying that to a point, but you're, saying like, this is my opinion. You're not trying to sound too aggressive when you use this phrase. Anytime you're giving a personal judgment on a situation, you can add in this phrase to just let the person know, like, this is totally my opinion. And sometimes I would say this phrase is used when you have an opinion that's not super nice. Like, if you ask me, we should have left earlier. This means nobody did ask me, but if you did, this is what I would have said. I would have been right. Okay, so personally, I like to get up early in the morning, but I know it's not for everyone.
Personally.
We use the phrase personally to introduce something that is just our opinion, and we're not trying to force our opinion onto anyone else. That's why we add this word in so frequently in English. Personally, I don't like that shirt, but it looks good on you. So that just means like, it's my opinion. Don't be confused and think that I'm trying to force my opinion on you. A phrase in English that kind of reminds me of this is different strokes for different folks. This means that not everyone has to do the same thing or like the same thing, and that's okay. It's a really good lesson to learn, and that's why we use the word personally so much. And a lot of times if someone asks us if we like something and we don't, if we're trying not to offend them, we'll just say, personally, it's not for me, or personally, I don't like it. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be for everyone. A phrase that comes off a bit more formal than if you ask me or personally is in my opinion.
In my opinion.
A lot of times in English, we use this in our formal writing to share our opinion, just to let our audience or whoever is reading our writing know that this isn't fact. This is just our opinion, our thoughts and feelings. If you're in a more formal situation like work, or if you are at a store and you ask someone which one's the best, they might say, in my opinion, this is the best. So it's a bit more formal, but it's used really similarly. When you're kind of surprised about how you feel about something or how something has turned out, you might say the phrase, if anything.
Which, if anything...
So let me give you a couple examples, because it's kind of tricky how English speakers use this phrase. So we might say, I thought the weather would get nicer out. If anything, it looks worse outside right now. So maybe you were hoping the forecast would be better, you have an event or a wedding outside or something, and you're kind of surprised. If anything, it got worse. So I thought this, if anything, it didn't happen. Maybe you started a new job and you thought it might get easier as time went on, and you might say, if anything, it got harder. This means you're kind of surprised that it didn't get easier. It wasn't your initial guess. These next